this time I'm going to do another part of my jacket. It's the same day, but it's a different video. If you didn't know, I did a video previously about how to fix this little guy right here, and it fixed the buttons to look brand new on my jacket. But this jacket is actually quite old, and there is a bit of usage that are done in the pocket area. This is just a little rip, and it's very easy to fix. So let's go ahead and do that. So it is black. I'll see if I could get another project to do that might be a little more visible for everyone. But right now, this is a project that I need to do to fix this little guy and feel like I'm wearing a brand new jacket. So again, I'm going to use my thread. I threaded it a few times. This is 5 times. We're going to go ahead and grab where it's more stable. Yep, right here. And we're going to go ahead and create a ladder stitch. So a ladder stitch is very, very simple. It's an invisible stitch, so it will make it seem like it has nothing. So you're going to try to stitch them pretty close to one another. It's going to be like this. You pull through, and then you go ahead and grab the other side exactly parallel, and you grab about the same stitch as much as you can. Like I said, this is not a professional channel, so this is just a little tidbit. If you didn't see my video, I do show you how to thread the needle in my button video. So there you go. And you keep going like that. It's really just the same pattern all the way through. And all the way through again. You see, you could barely even see that it was done anything. It looks really clean and pristine. This is a stitch that you could use when you can't really get in the back of the jacket because, you know, there's a lot of other fabric that is there, so you can't just turn the jacket around and stitch it normally. So you use a ladder stitch. And it's just closing up all by itself. Maybe I'll draw a diagram after to show you the pattern that I did. Yeah, I'll do that right after this. I'll do a little drawing in case it's complicated for some people to understand. And you really want to poke on the other side. There you go. And you pull it again. And this kind of sewing is pretty easy, and it does get better with time. And it doesn't take too much time to learn how to do it. And I do think it's a nice skill to have. I'm going to go ahead and go here. So how I like to finish these projects is that I do a knot and I poke it through here, and I try to get it back into the hole, and I pull it really hard on the other side. There we go. So it's in. and you just cut it out. Yes, maybe there it is. You can use normal scissors, but these ones are really sharp and they're great if you want to invest in them. So basically, my coat is not ripped anymore. I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of paper to show you the technique a little bit better so it can be a little more clear for everyone to understand. Basically, you go from the hole and you go from inside to out. So you pull it through up into the material and then you go to the other side. So you basically, oop, that's a bit of a shade. Go this way maybe. So you stitch this way and then you're going to go ahead and stitch here, number 3 hole, and then you're going to go here, number 4, so it's like this. And basically the stitches are always going to do this pattern. So it's a ladder, see? Let me see if I could find another project with a clear fabric. This is a project that I would normally do a ladder stitch because you could just flip it over and just stitch normally with a sewing machine, and that would be a lot faster. But just for the principle of understanding it, not just through the drawing and the black jacket, I just want to make sure that you grasped the look and the process of it. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to do a small stitch project. So basically, if it were to be open like this, I would go inside and I'd go find it out here and I'd pull it through. And I would do this with a white thread, obviously, but I just want to make sure that you could see it. And so then I would go ahead and poke here. See? Do you guys see that? Okay. I wanted to check in the camera. I would make the stitches also closer together, but I just want to make sure that you understand what I'm doing. So I would maybe do like half of this size, so like take it out more here. And you pull it through. If this ever happens, it just means the thread's separated. You just need to pull on one side. Sometimes it's the other side. Okay, so now you go ahead and you poke that side and you take it out. I'll do it shorter just to show you that what it does. Like, it's gonna be a lot more clean. And then you do it on this side here. And you keep doing the same pattern over and over again. Oops. This one it's separated again. Oh, maybe I didn't poke it properly. It's okay, we're not professionals here. And if it's white, you wouldn't have seen it. So basically, it's because I used the wrong thread. The thread's really not playing with me today. There we go. Okay, we're gonna make it nice and straight so it won't happen again. Just straighten out your thread, it's gonna be better. Basically, like that. And we go like that. Okay, so that's enough because I'm not gonna keep this one. But see, the shorter thread, you're gonna see that it barely doesn't, it's not tightened, but you barely see it, the holes. While when you do a big stitch, there's a big hole that comes out of it. While these ones, the holes are basically non-existent. The smaller the stitch, the closer and better it looks finished. If you were to turn it around and flip it over and stitch it properly with a sewing machine or by hand with small stitches, it would be even better quality. This ladder stitch is really just for when you want to do something that you can't get in the back. So like I said, this one I would just flip over and sew properly because you don't need to have that closed stitch. So this is a stitch that I use for my scrunchies. This is a stitch I use for for jackets that have like that other side that you want to keep neat. Anything that you can't just flip over and use. So yeah, that's it. I hope this was helpful for someone out there. Again, I did a button video before this one, and I did this separately just in case someone wants to do two different projects. I think of keeping my projects separated so you could just click and it's a short video and all you have to do is see what you want to see and you don't have to look through the whole video for it. So yeah, I have a button video out, and this is a ladder stitch video to do nice little finishing touch stitches when you can't get in back of the actual material or project. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any other ideas, I could actually, you know, look it up and we can learn together. So